Episode 14, I think out of all the Power Ranger episodes so far, this really annoys me more than anything because I feel like it's the same thing over and over and characters don't learn for what they say and what they do. Basically, we know that Ion is the only one, apparently, and I didn't notice this until I watched back at the clips on this, but I always thought that Ion is the one to defeat Lord Zedd, but he constantly says this for all this entire episode, which fucking annoys me. But when the Morphing Master actually turns around and says, oh, hey, hang on a minute, yeah, that you're here to help defeat or type thing, you're not actually the one to defeat. I was like, oh, I just kind of forgot that Ion was meant to do that. I thought he was actually going to attack it and kill Lord Zedd, and he was the one doing it. But this entire episode really gets to me with Ion's character. Now, don't get me wrong, he is a good character all around, but I don't like him in this episode because I feel like his character's taken a step back and he goes into a lot being headstrong. It's just one thing that really does kind of get me. But I will say, one thing that does make me smile is the fact that there's a Nerf war in this, and it's in the Buzz Blast office. I think it's fantastic. It's a good also way to kind of break down the episode so it's not all kind of serious like we see in episode 15 next. But generally, what I like from this is it's a fun episode, and it's an episode that makes you really pay attention to this. So the Rangers are all kind of basically talking in the base, and they're saying that they found Rafkon after they found the third message from Zedd and Skruzzle because of obviously what happened previously in episode 13. And Ion is just always turning around and saying, I'm the one who defeat Lord Zedd. It's me. And even Harvey as well as Ollie are getting really pissed off with this until Ion shows them and they're like, oh shit, okay, fair dues. We get what you mean now. But it's just always the same thing from Ion. He's just, literally dedicated to taking out Lord Zedd. Again, it's fine, but it's also really kind of annoying. So now that the Rangers know that they're getting to Rafkon, I generally thought that Lord Zedd and Skruzzle were going to be kind of piggybacking off the Megazord as it opens up a portal to Rafkon. And Rafkon looks beautiful. It's really nice. And I think what a really nice thing is that this is shot outside in the country. It's not shot near the city. It's not shot near anything that we've not really seen. Well, maybe we have seen. But the fact is that they're taking this to a new level. And it's not just the same locations that we always see. So if you visit New Zealand, you can visit these places and go, holy crap, this is what I've seen. I really want to go to New Zealand so I can see all these locations for myself because they're stunning. This entire episode is kind of broken down between the Nerf war, as I've mentioned, as well as the main key points in this episode. It's fun to see that they're having a lot of fun with the Nerf, and I feel like maybe this could be the only fun that we actually see for now until much later on in the next couple of episodes, because in episode 15, spoilers, which again, you don't see anything of like, say, Jane or Jayborg, so this is kind of maybe the first one to say, hey, this is the fun that we're having until we get to the main bad and the main kind of end game and end goal for this. One thing I really like about Jane, like diving around, is that she's taking this seriously. She's a good shot. She knows how to take down her employees, and I feel like seeing the Trojan horse thing, as soon as you saw the horse coming in, how the other people have brought it in, and she's like, I didn't order a horse, did I? And then you instantly knew this was going to be a Trojan thing, so kind of liking back to the whole Troy, I think, is it on, or at least the Greek mythology or stuff like that, with the Trojan horse. Really did generally kind of like that. And also Jane is a massive badass in this, and I freaking fucking love it. Now, I don't know if anything before Dino Fury has shown the case of, say, like having talking Megazords. I don't know if there has been one, but when Zato and the others scan the planet, it's quite eerie because there's no one on that planet whatsoever. And it kind of makes me think, why? Why is no one there? It's coming up in the next episode or two. We may see it. I hope it's like an armada from Power Rangers Super Megaforce. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But either way, seeing that there's no one on the planet and hearing the Zord say, like, nothing there, scans not found anyone, or then we found a life form later on, I generally kind of liked. And I kind of think, is this the only time the Megazord has actually spoken since Mighty Morphing, when it said, like, Megazord activated, and stuff like that. Some of the other things in this is, like, when Ion teleports down to the planet first, then he's joined by the others. But then he's watching Zedd, he's going for it, saying that he wants to take Zedd. Like, for somehow reason, he's just going to attack him straight away, knock him down, and he's going to win after literally what we see in a bit, where Zed is absolutely powerful. But still, to see this to me is I generally am just getting really annoyed about how Iron is like, I'm the one, you can't defeat me, I'm going to stop you. You also lose the element of surprise in this, because now Lord Zed knows he's there. You could easily have attacked from above, or you could have done so much, but Iron just running in gun-ho is like, haha, it's just off-putting, and I would be absolutely pissed. Now, when you see the fighting, because obviously Zed and Scrozzle like kind of disappear, you know, there's fighting, you see a lot more in it, and I generally like some of the fights in this, and I think this is the first time you actually see the Rear Soldier logo right behind them, which to me is a bit weird to have that because it's kind of out of place, but it's also, I think we haven't seen it for a while, where we actually see the Rear Soldiers kind of morph, and it's a blink and you'll miss it moment. It's like a frame or two, and then you kind of see them. It's just literally there. I kind of like the thought of it, but again, this is like, you know, you wouldn't notice it. You know, you could probably go a few frames and delete it, but mainly to kind of get the effect, you have it right there. So the fight kind of breaks out. We see a lot more until Ion decides to just literally run off and fight Lord Zed. He's got his powered up mode. He's got his armor on, and Zato notices this. He's got the kind of, I don't know what it's called, but like the Blizzard armor. But literally, Lord Zed one-shots Ion straight away in his powered-up armor with one blast, which shows that Lord Zed is goddamn powerful. And then literally, and I did like this, when Zed attacks Zato, when he comes running in, he shoots a blast straight at Zato, uses the shield key, knocks it away, and basically Zed one-shots the entire, his bad guy that he's made, Scizai. I was just like, that's fantastic. And Lord Zed, again, one-shot Zato. So you know that when he said, I'm more powerful with my staff, it means it. He's, you know, how many bad guys can one-shot a ranger in one move to make them demorph, even in their powered-up modes? Not many people. And I love the fact that this happens. Unfortunately, Zato does get hurt. He kind of slips into a coma. He's dying effectively. And Ion, I wanted this to take on board that he goes, oh God, I'm not going to do the exact same thing. I want him to learn from this mistake. And again, I don't think he does, because in the next episode, we'll talk about it. But the fact is that the Green Morphing Master jumps in, literally teleports them away, you know, puts a shield up around them, and then they're back at the base. You know, so basically the Morphing Master's being able to teleport them very quickly away. And then so seeing how literally Zato is dying, that is a bad thing. But then the Green Morphing Master kind of pops in and, you know, says like, oh, I'm here to help. To finish off the next part with the Nerf War, we see that, you know, Jane is about to win, but you kind of think that with the way that J-Borg is, that she'd be able to tell on her sensors, or actually have lightning reflexes, or be able to tell anything. I really like J-Borg in this, and the look that she gives Jane, I've got it, is pretty hot. But either way, I just think that it's just a fantastic way. And I love it. The fact that this robot comes out of nowhere and gets Jane in the back, I was like, okay, that's pretty good tactic on that one. But with the end of the whole episode, it kind of makes you think, huh? I need to know more. And I think people wouldn't want to wait a week for this to happen, but damn, dear God, it's a good episode. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Have you seen, I mean, if you've seen this episode, come back and tell me. If not, that's absolutely fine. But this is a fantastic episode. It kind of leads up to a really good thing coming next, which we're going to talk about very, very soon. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring this one out. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you later.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。